All right, today we're tackling something that's been giving me anxiety all day. Just thinking about it, it's trivial, it's stupid. I could just have someone do it, but I am a DIY channel, and damn it, I have to get over my fear of window tint. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Wednesday. So yes, I have attempted window tints in the past. We're talking 5+ years ago, a couple times, and I failed miserably. I went into it uneducated and not knowing what I was doing, and it's always kind of made me weary of it ever since. I'm gonna do the C8 Corvette tints. I was gonna just take it, have it done, like $100, but I found a kit online that's pre-cut. That takes away a lot of the work, and I've been doing a lot of research, reading a lot of tutorials, watching a lot of videos. I think I can do this. And if I can do this, this video is out, that means it was a success. You can do this, I guarantee you. I'm not just saying that. So, very minimal tools. Heat gun. These are just good to have. Just get a heat gun. They're always come in handy. I use it all the time. A little kit, a little application kit. You can get these at any auto parts store, Lowe's, Home Depot, even Walmart. They're like $10 depending where you live. And the pre-cut window tint itself, this was like $40 and some change. 15%, that's the level of sunlight it's gonna come through. A little dark, so depending on where you live, just be careful of that. So yeah, we'll do a little unbox, see what you get. It should be just 2 cut pieces. I'm just in the front windows, not the back. I want to see my motor. Yeah, I'll walk you through how you're supposed to do it. And again, if this is a success, you can do this, I guarantee you. So, and it's so nuts. I've done everything minus pull a motor in my garage on my C5Z, but window tint gives me anxiety. It's asinine. I need to get over this fear. So we're gonna do it, and damn it, we're gonna be successful, right? Cool. All right, little open box. I will do one window first to get my bearings, and then we'll do the other window together. Cool? All right, let's get into it. All right, I apologize, guys. I got a new phone stand, and it keeps hitting the power button and restarting a lot of times when I do these open boxes. And again, I missed everything, but just a tube, I enrolled it. You gotta use the little sticky things they give you right here, or a piece of tape will work to put on both sides and peel back to find out which one's gonna go on which side. I figured out that this one's gonna be my driver's side. I'm gonna knock that out real quick, and then we'll do the passenger side together. So yeah, just inside the box, you just get a roll with both of these and a little thing of stickers to remove the inside tab, which I'll show you when we get there. So I'm gonna knock out this one and we'll do the other side together. Cool, awesome, break. All right, here's how we're looking. It looks okay, right? But actually, I messed it up pretty good. I messed it up really good. Got some creases in there. Keep in mind, this isn't the product's fault. This is a me fault, all right? I'm still gonna link this description to this product, this pre-cut. This is better than most jobs I do, all right? I'll be honest with you. I'm not a tint guy. Now, I need to replace this, I need to redo it, or take it somewhere. So you're probably thinking, Mark, why are you posting this video? You didn't even do it right. Well, I had a backup, a contingency, if you will. Going into this, I knew I'm horrible with tints. I've tried tinting, like I said, a couple times. Always been a disaster. Honestly, this is probably the best I've ever done. I'm sure if I really tried and put my focus on it and practiced, I could get good at it. And I know if you're a 10th person watching this, you're laughing your ass off. Totally get it. Now, and I had a feeling it was gonna go this way. And yes, I wasted $40. But again, it's not the product's fault. It's a me issue. I didn't do it right. I got a crease in it. I got anxiety. I messed it all up. So I found this. It's a static cling window tint. It's kind of a new technology, 20%. It goes on very, very easy. I watched a lot of videos on this, and I knew going into this, if I totally fuck up my tint, which I did, I was gonna do this. So, it's a little different than actual window tint, but it looks just like window tint. But everything I've seen, it goes on really easily. So I'm gonna give this a try. And if this is a go, I will recommend it. So I'm gonna take that off, get that cleaned up, try this, and then we'll do the other window together. Cool? All right. All right, well that took all of probably 10 minutes. here's where we're at. It looks really good from the outside. One thing, if you're gonna do the static cling film, you have to tuck it down here in your window strip. Otherwise it can get caught because it is a little thicker than traditional tint, which I did. One thing I messed up on though, up here, I need to, luckily I have about a 1/2 inch underneath my trim so I can take it off and reapply it and recut. But really easy to work with. I gotta recut this too a little bit. But yeah, super easy to work with, really easy to get the bubbles out. One thing I was worried about, and the internet has said don't worry about, it's gonna be kind of cloudy, textured for about 3 or 4 days. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a texture to it. If I can zoom in. See the little bubbles right there? Not bubbles, but like the little bit of, almost looks pixelated, but that supposedly relaxes after about 3 or 4 days, especially in the sun. But it looks really good. Yeah, it's gonna bother me. I need to fix that. I will fix that here momentarily, but I will show you how I do the passenger side. This was stupid easy to do. Pretty brainless. Anyone can do this tint. There is kind of a blueness to it, but that's just inherent because this is a vinyl. But I could live with that. So yeah, I'm gonna fix that real quick and then we'll jump on to the other side. And so I gotta tuck it in down here, by the way. And I'll show you on the passenger side. All right, so I can already tell this stuff's heavier thermal tint. This packaging's pretty heavy. This is the passenger side, which I didn't use obviously. And I'll be able to use this though at least as a template to cut this. Now, if you don't have a template, if you just bought this by itself, you have to tape this up against the window and just cut it before you put it on the inside using a razor, or you can just trace it. What I'll be doing is just kind of laying this out, putting that on top of it, and cutting this template into this static cling. So I'm gonna move this for now. And again, this is 20%. In Virginia, they're pretty strict on window tint and everything, honestly. Ironically, I'm due for my annual safety inspection this week, and window tint is one thing they check. But it would be kind of cool to get there and say, I didn't pass because window tints, and I can just peel it right off and then put it back on when I get home, which is kind of cool. So yeah, depending on where you live, this might be advantageous for you to go this route with this kind of film. I can already tell that much hardier than traditional tint. Trying to maximize my space here so I can get 2 on here. It's about 6 foot by 2 foot, 2.5 foot by 6 foot-ish. Doing crude measurement, if you want to get both windows on one roll, you got to kind of maximize. So the C8 windows are very long. They're like 3.5 feet long. Not too tall, but very long. So you got to start down here at one corner and then do the other one on the exact opposite corner to fit both on one sheet. So what I'm gonna do is just trace this very crudely around here, and then I'll use my straight edge and cut it very carefully. And again, you can use 2 rolls, but then you gotta unroll the other side and mirror it the other way, and then the other corner. Cool, we'll make this cut out, and then I'll do the driver's side, get a feel of it, show you that, and we'll do the passenger side together. Sound good? Cool. All right, here we are, passenger side. You're gonna need some soapy water. This is just water with about a teaspoon of dish soap in it, straight edge razor, a squeegee, a lint-free cloth, and our cutout templates. And again, if you don't have a template to use, like I just happen to have one because I messed up the first one, you just gotta tape it to the outside, trace it, and cut it. So this should be pretty easy. The other side went really quick. We're gonna soak this, get this all wet. We'll soak the back side of that guy, put it up where we want it, squeegee it, tuck it underneath the weather stripping, and start edging it. And that's it. And after this, I'll take you outside and show you how it looks in the sunlight. And again, it takes a few days for it to kind of relax of everything I've watched and read. Just a heads up. Oh, the only prep work I've done in this window is I clean the hell out of it with some Windex and then some spray solution too, but it's nice and clean. Yeah, I was shocked how easy it was to work with on the other side. It's almost too easy. If it doesn't get clear in the next week or so, I might take it off and get it professionally done, but I will keep you guys posted. All right, and want it to come down a little bit. Cool. Should be enough to tuck underneath. Happy with that. This is actually easier using this little spatula deal. Yeah, this stuff's so thick. If it gets caught, if it's above the window trim, the chance it'll unpeel itself. But once you get it in there, you're all set. All right, now I got it all tucked in down there. I'm just gonna show you how easy this stuff is to work with. You can just peel it back, spray it, put it back. It's so forgiving, it's kind of laughable. And then, yeah, just squeegee it again. Oh, helps you spray it back too. And again, yeah, I'm getting my car inspected, I think Wednesday. And I'm curious if they're gonna fail me. And I can just take it right off, come home, put it right back on. All I'm doing now is just taking a straight edge. I have a ruler somewhere, I can't find it, so I'm using this off of my whiteboard, but it'll work. And I'm just taking my time, doing about 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch all the way around the seal up top. I do about a 1/2 inch over here for uniformity. On the other side, you can do whatever size you want. So, I'm gonna take my time, do this. And also, I found that the one that came in the little kit I bought isn't quite thin enough. So I'm using an actual razor. This cuts it much, much better, I've noticed. Now to do the little edge over here, I traced the corner of this guy. Cool, I can live with that. All right, I'm gonna give it one more good squeegee, get it all cleaned up, we'll take it outside. Oh, and one more thing I should have mentioned earlier, hopefully it'll start this project, but when you open the door, it automatically goes down a little bit. It's called indexing. And to trick that, you gotta latch it like the car actually thinks it's locked. Like that, now the window's all the way up. And the C8's kind of tricky to get out. You have to push this at the same time pushing back on this or pulling back, and then it'll come back out. Don't close the door like this. I don't think it hurt anything. It's just gonna sound terrible. It'll make you kind of cringe. All right, well, right off the bat, this looks like a very expensive tint job. You would never know this was a static cling vinyl. It looks really good from the outside. It's 20%, it looks really dark though. It's kind of nice, I can just peel it off if need be. So this window I just did, and it's pretty cloudy. Like you can see through it, it's just got a little bit of cloudiness to it. But again, just did it. It does relax. Let me show you the driver's side. I did that about 6 hours ago. And it takes about 3 days for it to fully relax, and the sun helps it apparently. Well, that's much better. Yeah, that's just after 6 hours, so not too bad. I can live with that. It does have the slightest blue to it. It's not terrible, it doesn't look purple, but I can live with it. It looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna report back in my next video next week and show you guys how it's doing. But I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, when you first get it on, it's really hazy. I was kind of scared. But yeah, just after 6 hours, it's cleared up a lot. And I know the next few days, it'll look a lot better. But yeah, if you're scared of tints like myself, this is a good $20 alternative, and it's reusable. And if you live in a place where you got to take it off, this is perfect. Now, it's not going to look as good as a professional tint job. I understand that, but it works for me. This car looks so good now. Yeah, but yeah, so doing my research last night, apparently this stuff's been around for years. I've never heard of it. Static cling is pretty neat. Hope you guys found this informative. And again, the first product I used, that was a me problem, not a them problem. If you like to do tints and you're good at it, that's a really good solution. So cool, guys, that's all I got for today. Feel free to ask questions. And if you want to see the follow-up in a few days before you pull the trigger on this, I understand. However, it's only $20, so it's not a huge gamble. But yeah, pretty freaking cool. And I'm not a tint professional at all. And I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. And I did it. So, cool, guys. All right, I'll catch you guys next time for another fun, exciting Corvette video. Mark out.